Sean Diddy Combs, as the music mogul faces some serious charges tied to a federal indictment.
That's right. In fact, Combs is now on suicide watch at a New York City detention center.
Imagine being at the Stardub party only to have the FBI shows up months later. What went down at Diddy's infamous gathering to spark such a serious investigation? Shocking witness statements suggest a much darker side of these events, and Hollywood might never be the same. Now, when you think of celebrity parties, you might picture luxury, music, and maybe even a little bit of chaos. But nothing like the serious allegations coming out now. We're talking about the federal investigation into Sean Diddy's Combs. And the term freak off has become more than just a party buzzword. It's now central to one of the most high-profile cases we've seen in recent years. First, what exactly is a freak off? And how did this once private, maybe even playful term turn into a legal nightmare? According to several witness statements, these parties hosted by Diddy were more than just a wild night out. Rumors has it that these were orchestrated events, with influential celebrities and executives in attendance, where things took a much darker turn after midnight. One artist famously warned people to leave the party before 1 a.m., suggesting that anything after that was a scene you didn't want to witness. Sounds suspicious, right? Now, here's where things get even murkier. Some insiders claim that these parties were part of an elaborate blackmail scheme. Think of it like this: powerful individuals, top executives, celebrities, you name it, were allegedly lured into compromising situations. And the worst part? These moments were supposedly recorded without their knowledge. This isn't just about capturing embarrassing footage. We're talking about possibility of these tapes being used as a leverage. You know the drill: blackmail, manipulation, control. And if this sounds eerily familiar, you might be thinking of a notorious Jeffrey Epstein's case. Yes, the parallels are there, and it's hard to ignore. Epstein was known for luring influential people into illicit activities and secretly record them, later using that footage to exert control. And now, rumors suggest that Diddy's break-offs followed a similar playbook. High-profile figures caught on camera in less than flattering situations might have found themselves vulnerable, with the footage serving as a tool for future leverage. It raises some serious questions. How far did these alleged operations go, and who was involved? Even more shocking is that some of the individuals involved in these parties may not have realized the full extent of what they were walking into. The level of planning and calculation allegedly behind these events shows that this wasn't just casual party culture. This was something far more sinister. Witnesses claim that certain guests were targeted based on their influence, making these parties a well-oiled machine designed for control. The allegations against Diddy have gone from whispers to full-blown federal investigation territory. Witnesses are reportedly coming forward, providing testimonies to authority that paints a much darker picture than anyone could have anticipated. The federal investigation means that the scope of this case goes beyond just party gossip or sensational headlines. It's about uncovering whether there was a criminal element to what took place at these parties. The FBI is taking this seriously, and when they get involved, it typically means the evidence or suspicions are substantial enough to warrant federal scrutiny. One of the most significant points about this scandal is how untouchable Diddy seems for years. Sure, he's a massive star with a long-standing career and connections across the music industry. But could it be that his rise for fame wasn't just about talents or business smarts? Insiders are speculating that parts of his power came from what he knew, maybe even what he had on others. Remember Cassie, Diddy's ex-girlfriend? She recently filed a lawsuit against him, alleging some very dark behavior, abuse, manipulation, and control. Those are serious accusations. And this lawsuit has made people revisit some older rumors about Diddy and his infamous parties. Some wonder if these events were more than just chaotic nights, but part of a bigger plan, a blackmail operation that extended into some of the Hollywood's highest circles. Could Diddy's empire have been built not just on his music, but on manipulation and secrets? But let's take a step back and think about how this fits into the broader context of the blackmail in America. This isn't a new tactic after all. We've seen it before in organized crime and even in government. Let's talk about J. Edgar Hoover for a second. Hoover, one of America's most notorious lawmen, allegedly used blackmail to maintain his grip on power for decades. Rumors suggest that mob figure Mayor Lansky had compromising materials on Hoover, which led the FBI to go easy on organized crime. The parallels to Diddy's situation are startling. If these allegations are true, it seems like this kind of manipulation is far from a thing of the past. This potential link to historic blackmail cases further deepens the seriousness of these allegations. If Diddy was indeed using similar tactics to control those around him, it would suggest that Hollywood's elite may not be immune to the same power games that had long affected governments and criminal organizations. This comparison also raises another question: how many other influential people could be caught up in this web of manipulation? As the investigation unfolds, it may reveal just how interconnected the world of fame and control truly are. The idea that Hollywood might have its own set of rules when it comes to protecting its elite has been a topic of speculation for years. Stories of secret dealings, shady contracts, and manipulation behind closed doors have made headlines before. But this situation could bring more clarity on just how far these power dynamics might go. Diddy's alleged actions, if proven true, would expose just how vulnerable people at the top can be when someone holds the darkest secrets over them. It's not just about money, it's about control. Now, this raises question, why are we hearing all of this now? Why after years of whispers and rumors? Is Diddy suddenly under federal scrutiny? Well, it seems like recent legal battles and lawsuits have cracked the lid open on what may have been simmering for years. Witnesses are reportedly coming forward, sharing what they saw at these events, and the FBI is taking those statements seriously. It's becoming clear that Hollywood's biggest secret might finally be unraveling. And the stakes are high, really high. Some people are starting to wonder if Diddy might face the same fate similar to Epstein's. Remember the suspicious circumstances surrounding Epstein's death in jail? Many believe he was silenced to prevent him from exposing other powerful figures. And now, there are rumors swirling that Diddy has been placed on suicide watch. Could this be a prelude to something more sinister? But here's the thing, none of this has been fully verified yet. While there are lawsuits and testimonies pointing to some very disturbing behavior, we're still lacking hard evidence that ties Diddy to a full-scale blackmail operation. Still, in the world of social media, rumors spread like wildfire. The court of public opinion is already forming its verdict, dissecting every new piece of information that surfaces. Every day, it seems like a new angle in this story emerges, and people can't get enough of the speculation. What's particularly interesting is that many believe Diddy's freak-offs might be just one of the pieces of a larger puzzle. Some argues that if Diddy were to speak up, we might see a domino effect, revealing a whole network of people involved in these shady dealings. Imagine the fallout of some of the Hollywood's biggest names who were suddenly implicated in these parties and went down after hours. It would be catastrophic for their careers, not to mention the entertainment industry as a whole. The entertainment industry has always operated with a layer of secrecy, especially around its most powerful players. From infamous scandals of the past to the current revelations, it's clear that many things are kept hidden from the public eye. But now, with the focus shifting towards transparency and accountability, these alleged incidents at Diddy's party could lead to a broader exposure of how influence, manipulation, and secrets are wielded in the world of celebrities. But the accusation against Diddy go beyond just parties. His personal relationships, business dealings, and even his control over the music industry are being questioned. Former associates, including artists he worked with, are speaking out. Some say Diddy used his influence to manipulate not just executives, but young up-and-coming artists too. There are claims that he pushed them into a situation they couldn't escape from, trapped by contracts, manipulation, and possibly fear of exposure. Whether or not Diddy is guilty of everything he's been accused of, one thing is for sure, these allegations are shaking the entertainment world to its core. Hollywood has always been a place where image is everything. The idea that some of the most influential people in the industry could be hiding behind layers of manipulation and blackmail is terrifying. If even part of these rumors are true, we might be on the brink of exposing a hidden world that few of us ever imagined existed. Now the real question is, will Diddy end up like Epstein, silenced before he can spill the secret? Or will this scandal be the beginning of a new era of accountability in the entertainment industry? We don't know yet, but we know that all eyes are on this case as it continues to unfold, and Hollywood might never be the same again. So, what do you think? Could these allegations really be true, or is it all just smoke and mirrors? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the biggest stories shaking up the Hollywood and beyond.